Have you ever noticed how some cats just show up in your life, staring at you like they already know who you are? Maybe they walk beside you for no reason, or sit close as if they've known you for years. Strange, coincidence, or something much deeper that no one talks about. Today we're diving into a topic that many people ignore, but the awakened ones feel. Why do cats gravitate towards certain people? And what if I told you, it has everything to do with your spiritual energy? You see, most people think cats are just independent, quiet, and a little weird. But those who are truly tuned in know the truth. Cats are connected to a different layer of reality, and those they choose to approach. They're not being followed, they're being recognized. Think about that moment when a cat locks eyes with you. That deep, piercing look that feels like it's reading your soul. Or that strange sensation that the cat sees something around you, something you can't see. Cats sense vibration. They read your light, your confusion, your energy blocks, and even your origin. They see the parts of you that you haven't understood yet. But what if I told you there's an ancient spiritual, even cosmic reason for this bond? What if cats and the chosen ones have crossed paths long before this lifetime, in other eras, other realms, other dimensions? Some will say it sounds crazy, but the ones who feel it know it's real. Today I want to reveal what's hidden behind these encounters, why these cats keep appearing around you, why they stare at you as if they already know your story, even when you don't know it yet. If you've ever felt like a cat was following you, even though you never owned one, or if they always seem to show up out of nowhere whenever you're alone, then listen closely, because we're just getting started. But before we move on, tell me something in the comments. Have you ever had a strange or meaningful moment with a cat? Did one ever look at you like it recognized you? Did a random cat follow you on the street? I want to know your experience. Share it. I read everything with care. You might have never noticed this, but cats don't choose people at random. They don't follow just anyone. They don't get close just because someone wants to pet them or offers them food. Our cat isn't driven by interest. It's driven by energy. And this is where a lot of people get lost. The chosen vibrate differently. Even if you don't realize it, even if you're living on autopilot, your energy doesn't match the ordinary world, and cats can feel that instantly. There's an energy within you that stands out, an energy that stirs something in people, and in animals too. But cats sense it with a clarity that few beings possess. They're like living spiritual antennas. They pick up the slightest shifts in the atmosphere. They notice when the air feels heavy, when something unseen is lingering around, and especially when a different kind of soul is nearby. To them, the chosen shine like a lit lantern in the middle of darkness. You can be surrounded by a crowd, but the cat will look only at you. It will walk toward you, sit beside you, stare at you. And it's not because you're cute, it's because you carry something it recognizes on a deeper level. And here's what's even more interesting. This vibration often becomes stronger when you're going through difficult moments, when your mind is full, your heart feels tight, and you're convinced no one really understands you. Then suddenly, a silent cat appears from nowhere and simply stays by your side. Have you ever noticed that? They feel your frequency, even when you're trying to hide it. They approach you because in their own way they understand you. They don't demand anything. They don't need words. They just stay. And sometimes that silence speaks louder than anything else. Because the world may overlook who you are, but cats don't. They see beyond appearances, beyond masks, beyond the life you show to everyone else. They feel your essence, and to them, that essence is like a beacon they can't ignore. And here's the fascinating part. A cat doesn't even need to know you for this to happen. You might be walking down the street, and a completely unfamiliar cat steps out of nowhere, crosses your path, or even starts following you. And it gets to you, doesn't it? It's not coincidence, it's not luck, it's vibrational alignment. Cats recognize you, and maybe, just maybe, they're trying to remind you of something you've forgotten. But what exactly do they see? What does their gaze pick up that others can't? Have you ever felt like a cat looked at you as if it knew you long before this life? As if its eyes were saying, I remember you. And maybe the cat really does remember you. Cats carry a level of spiritual depth that most people can't even begin to understand. They're creatures tied to ancient wisdom, wisdom so old it slips through the cracks of history. In many early civilizations, they were seen as sacred protectors, but few speak about their higher purpose. On a spiritual level, cats are keepers of star-born memories, echoes from realms far beyond Earth. Chosen souls like you have always felt different. Since childhood, there's been that strange ache in your heart, that sense of not quite belonging here, it's a homesickness for a place you can't identify. And cats, they feel that. They recognize that cosmic origin inside you because they too were sent with a mission, to remind, to guard, and to protect the energy of beings who have a purpose that doesn't fit the ordinary world. Many believe that cats are creatures who have walked between dimensions, who have existed in civilizations far more advanced than ours. And when they look at you, they tap into that energetic memory, the one you haven't accessed yet. Maybe that's why you feel so comfortable around them, or sometimes even uneasy, because a cat's gaze is so direct, so piercing, that it feels like they're seeing the parts of you you've tried to hide. And the truth is, they are. They see your gifts, your wounds, your hidden power, and your origin. People may call this dramatic, say that a cat is just a cute animal that sleeps all day. But those with awareness know better. They've felt that silent exchange, that almost magical communication that doesn't need a single word. The ancient Egyptians understood this deeply. They honored cats, not just because they hunted pests, but because they could sense what humans ignored. They protected not only the physical home, but the energetic field around the people they loved. Now imagine this on a larger scale. Her being that walks between realms, carrying memories from other worlds drawn to you, a chosen soul awakening to your purpose. Do you really think that's a coincidence? Or is the cat there to remind you of something forgotten? Cats don't just follow you. They guide you. They nudge you back toward your essence, your mission, your true origin. And you've felt it, haven't you? Something stirring in the unseen. The world around you gets louder, more chaotic every day, yet at the same time something quiet is awakening inside you. You can feel it, even if you can't explain it. Even if you've wondered whether you're losing your mind, getting too sensitive, too drained, too disconnected from this world, or craving a complete restart. To that weakness you've been feeling, that exhaustion, that heaviness, and it isn't random, it's the calling. And the cats, oh, the cats are part of it. They're appearing more because we are awakening more. The veil between worlds is thinning. The frequencies around us are shifting. The earth is rising in vibration and the chosen ones are being activated. And when your energy starts to change, when your consciousness begins to expand, these beings show up. They approach quietly as if they already know their role, and they do. Their mission in this era is far greater than we imagined. They didn't come just to be companions or hunters or cute creatures that curl up on the couch. They're guardians of portals, protectors of vibrational fields, and most of all, sentinels of the awakened. They stay close to those who are transitioning, those who are healing, those who are shedding an old shell so their true self can finally emerge. And they do it with the gentleness that only the wisest beings carry. They don't push, they don't invade, they simply approach, watch, and wait. And in this time when so much seems to be collapsing, relationships, jobs, beliefs, entire life structures, cats come as energetic support, silent anchors, as if whispering, "I'm here. I remember you." And soon, you'll remember too. They're not just animals. They're spiritual presences, bridges between who you were and who you're becoming. And you might not understand any of this yet, but your body feels it. Your soul recognizes it. And that recognition is what makes the magic unfold. That's why a simple glance moves you. That's why you get chills when a cat appears from nowhere and gently presses itself against you. It's your soul saying, "Yes, this is the path. Keep going." These encounters aren't random. They're happening more often because your frequency is calling out for guidance, for clarity, for protection. And the cats, they're responding. Not every cat is just a pet, and not every cat is a spiritual guardian. It's hard to say, but it's true. Just like there are people who live on autopilot and others who are awakening, cats also fall into different paths. Many come here simply to live a normal life, to eat, sleep, hunt, be loved. But others arrive with a mission, and you can feel those ones instantly. It's not something your mind explains. It's something your heart recognizes. You know that one cat whose eyes seem to follow you, who appears exactly when you need it, who shifts the entire atmosphere just by being there, who understands you better than most people? Yeah, that cat isn't here by accident. A spiritual cat isn't just sweet or friendly. Sometimes it's serious, watching you, studying you, and you feel like it's reading your soul. Its presence is different. Its movements are intentional, almost ceremonial, as if it knows exactly what it's doing at all times. Nothing about it is random, and there's more. Spiritual cats connect with specific people. They choose who to walk beside, and once they choose, they don't let go. They might disappear for a while, but they always return. They're the street cat that stares at you as if it knows your story and follows you all the way to your gate. Or the one that appeared on the day you were broken, empty, without hope, and silently stayed beside you, breathing with you. Or even the one you saw only once, but whose presence marked you like an invisible imprint on your soul. These aren't ordinary cats. They're sent. They come with a purpose, to remind you, to anchor you, to protect your energy, often without you even realizing it. And when they do that, your vibration shifts. Many people say that after encountering a spiritual cat, they start having vivid dreams, stronger intuition, a heightened sensitivity. Some notice repeating numbers, feel chills out of nowhere, or sense a different kind of peace in the air. This isn't madness. It's your energy realigning. And here's the important part. You don't need to panic if you're unsure how to tell a regular cat from a spiritual one. If it's meant to happen, the cat will make itself known. It will give you signs, repeat strange behaviors, come closer at key moments, and look at you as if it already knew you from before. And you will just know. You don't need to understand it with your mind, because the heart recognizes it. The truth is that these spiritual cats are getting closer and closer to the chosen ones, and it's not by accident. They're helping maintain balance, cleanse your energetic field, and even push away negative energies that try to pull us off our path. But there's a question many people ask silently. And what if I've never had a cat, never liked them, or am even afraid of them? Can they still choose me? The answer is surprising. Some people have never had a cat, never held one, maybe are even afraid or suspicious of them. Yet the cats appear anyway. They look, they follow, they come out of nowhere. They walk into your house uninvited. They sit on the sidewalk staring at you. And the person thinks, why is this happening to me? Well, it's not a coincidence. Cats don't need permission to fulfill their mission. They don't need to be adopted in order to adopt you. Many of them have already been in your energetic field for a long time, even if you didn't know it. When you are one of the chosen, your energy changes everything around you. Even if you feel lost, confused, full of doubts, your essence vibrates differently. It's like a light turned on in a dark place. Cats, especially the spiritual ones, sense that light from far away. They are attracted to that frequency. They aren't drawn by how you look or by the smell of cat food. They approach the soul. And here's the most beautiful part. It doesn't matter if you like cats or not, if you're ready or not, if you believe or not. They appear because you need it, and sometimes because they need you too. Many people who never had a cat in their lives start noticing their presence exactly during significant moments. The end of a cycle, the end of a relationship, the beginning of a spiritual awakening, or even when they hit rock bottom and feel misunderstood by everyone. At that moment, the cat appears out of nowhere. Sometimes it just looks at you and leaves. Sometimes they lie at your gate and come back every day. Sometimes they show up only once and you never forget them. And there's something else. Sometimes they appear in your dreams, and that also counts. Dreaming of cats can be a sign that you're being visited by an energy of healing, warning, or protection, especially if the cat in the dream is watching you or walking beside you in silence. It's their subtle way of entering your energetic field, even when your conscious mind isn't ready yet. A lot of people find this strange. They say, "But I never liked cats. I think they're too mysterious." But maybe you simply never allowed yourself to see what they were trying to show you. Because cats aren't meant to be controlled, they're meant to be respected. They don't force anything, they just arrive. And when they arrive, something shifts. You can resist all you want, but the moment will come when you finally understand they appeared for a reason, and most of the time that reason has everything to do with spiritual protection. But here's the part almost no one talks about. What exactly are cats protecting you from? Where does that instinct come from? What do they see that you can't? We live in a world where many things are invisible, but that doesn't make them any less real. There are energies that weigh down a room, thoughts that drain you, glances that wound, presences that pull your strength away. And most people move through life on autopilot, unaware of what's hovering around them. But cats, they see it. They sense what you can't even name yet. They walk into a room and suddenly freeze. They stare at the wall, the ceiling, a seemingly empty corner. You think it's weird, sometimes you even get chills, but what looks empty to you is not empty to them. Cats see what your eyes cannot, and more than that, they act. They purge energies, chase things away, interrupt negative processes before they reach you. Many times you were spared from a spiritual attack, a destructive thought, an emotional breakdown, without ever realizing that it was that cat by your side who held the weight for you. They're like living filters, absorbing what isn't yours, transmuting it, and disappearing when they need to cleanse themselves. That's why sometimes a cat vanishes for days and comes back acting as if nothing happened. But they know exactly what they were doing. They also sense the intentions of the people who enter your home. They notice those you trust but who carry heavy, unstable, or hidden energy. Sometimes they hide. Sometimes they hiss or leave the room. It's not moodiness, it's energetic reading. And if you are a chosen one, this becomes even more intense, because your field is powerful and at the same time, highly targeted. The more light you carry, the more the shadows try to get close. And the cats stand guard as silent protectors, ready to cleanse your space whenever you falter, whenever your vibration drops, whenever you lose faith. They guard your home, your mind, your sleep, your spiritual connection. Have you noticed how sometimes, when you're sad or exhausted, a cat comes and simply lies next to you without doing anything? It looks simple, but in that moment they're draining what doesn't belong to you, realigning your field, telling you with their presence, you're not alone. That is invisible protection, and there's more. Spiritual cats also help you in dreams. Sometimes they walk with you during astral projections. Sometimes they appear as guides in moments of confusion. If you've ever dreamed of a cat that spoke to you or led you somewhere, keep that dream close. There's something important hidden in it. They're not just animals. They are spiritual allies of ancient souls. They're not just following you, they're recognizing you. That's why when a cat chases you, it's not pursuit, it's mission. A mission to remind you of who you are. A mission to shield you from what you cannot see yet. A mission to walk beside you until you remember your own light. And now that you know this, start paying attention. Because that little cat on the corner may not be there by accident. It might be there for you. And now that you know this, pay attention. Don't ignore that stare from the corner or the quiet curiosity of that little cat watching every step you take. Because sometimes the universe doesn't send signs through words. It sends presence. And a simple cat sitting on your path can be far more than coincidence. It can be a warning, a calling, a reminder that something is moving around you. So next time you cross paths with that feline sitting still in front of the shop, eyes glowing as if seeing more than you can imagine, stop, breathe, notice. Because maybe, just maybe, he's not there for food, shelter, or routine. He might be there because of you. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to share your experience in the comments and subscribe to the channel so this journey with the mysteries of cats continues.